c'est bon. C'est bon, c'est bon. Attiéké et c'est bon.
So I recently traveled to Côte d'Ivoire, specifically Abidjan, and this is actually my third country outside Ghana. I'll be spending a few days here, but before I get into my full experience, I wanted to share my first impressions after arriving.
Ivory goes to Côte d'Ivoire. Welcome to Ivory Coast.
So I traveled by road through the Elubo border. Since it was my first time entering Côte d'Ivoire, I had to get my passport stamped, which cost me 5,000 CFA. I thought I was an ECOWAS member. We'll talk about that story later. After crossing the border, I honestly thought I was almost there. But no, from Elubo to Abidjan still took me about 3 to 4 hours. Something that I was not prepared for. At that point, I'd already spent long hours on the road, so I wasn't exactly excited about another few hours of traveling. Thankfully, the journey wasn't bad. One thing I noticed almost immediately was quality of the roads. The roads were smooth, well maintained, and for most of the journey, I barely encountered any potholes or rough patches. That alone made the trip much more comfortable. Another thing that caught my attention during the journey was the number of billboards. Now, maybe most people wouldn't pay much attention to that, but as a graphic designer, it's almost impossible for me not to notice. The further we traveled, the more billboards I started seeing along the roads. Some were advertising telecom companies, banks, products, and events, while others were large brand campaigns. And naturally, I found myself studying them, looking at the layouts, the typography, the colors, the photography, and even how the messages were communicated. I noticed a bit difference between the designs I saw in Côte d'Ivoire and that I saw in Benin, Cotonou. It's funny because once you're a designer, you never really stop being a designer. Even when you are traveling or even when you're on vacation, you are still analyzing designs without even realizing it. As we got closer to the city, the scenery started changing and I began getting my first real glimpse of Abidjan. The high-rise buildings, the tall apartments. The apartment was one of the few things that got my attention as well. At a point, driving across the river and seeing the other side of Abidjan Plateau from the other side of the river, it looked almost like you are in the US. By the time I arrived, it was already late. I checked into my Airbnb, grabbed some food, rested, and called it a day.
Good morning from Abidjan. So yeah, this is the first day or second day. Second day in Abidjan. It's currently 8 a.m. here, and I'm just standing on the rooftop from the apartments that we booked. Finally, Abidjan is beautiful. I think this is just like a small section, a small part of the but you can see the buildings are very high, tall. I like the way they build their buildings. They put on their buildings. Yeah, so just woke up, doing some 1, 2, check, and then we step out. And then maybe we're Abidjan crew. I'm the baby. I'm one try me, neighbor. Alright, so I just finished. I brought Ghana to Côte d'Ivoire. I'm stepping out to go see some places and take some videos, take some pictures, and show you everything that I can see. I'm just going to feel Abidjan. So let's go. Alright guys, we are outside. We need to explore Abidjan and get to see what is in town, the beauty.
One of the first places that I visited was Plateau, the business district of Abidjan. And honestly, I was impressed. High-rise buildings, the clean streets, the organized layout of the city. It almost felt like stepping into a different part of Africa. In some areas, it genuinely gave me those modern downtown city vibes you often see in movies. Everywhere I looked, there were tall office buildings, beautiful roads, and a level of development that immediately caught my attention. I must say that I'd already seen some videos from the likes of Wodemaya, Tayo Aina of the beauty of Abidjan, but seeing it with myself, that even made it more impressive.
Hey guys, so it's my first day in Ivory Coast and I'm in Abidjan. And Charlie, the place is nice. I've been hearing that the most beautiful city in West Africa has to be Abidjan. And I've not explored so far yet, but the few that I've seen so far, man, maybe after I've traveled all the cities, I can boldly confirm. But now, the few that I've gone to, this has to be the most beautiful city in West Africa. Well developed, the buildings are nice, the roads, Charlie. Let's go, let me show you around.
After exploring Plateau for a while, I decided it was time to try some local food. And when you are in Côte d'Ivoire, you definitely have to taste Attiéké. So I visited a local spot and ordered some.
Guerrier plein, j'ai d'un mouvement soyé, né pour avancer, même dans le noir on va briller, on a presque tout vu, on n'est plus dans les way ambigus, on va tout simplifier. Je t'ai dit dans le Congo c'est carré. Ouais. C'est carré, carré. Avec les potes on est carré. On t'a avec le bon i. On développe, on peut pas yoni. J'appelle.
And for those who don't know, Attiéké is one of the most popular foods in Côte d'Ivoire, made from fermented cassava and usually served with fish, chicken, or meat. And sometimes they add what is known as Elubo, fried ripe plantain. Now the food, it was so good. I really enjoy it. Simple, tasty, affordable, and definitely something that I would have again before leaving.
C'est bon. C'est bon, c'est bon. Attiéké et c'est bon.
Ce n'est pas monnaie. Vous avez donné l'argent.
Charlie, here the Uber or Yango driver, they will even try to speak to you. Like, oh, bro, yeah, if you don't know where you are going, why you that? Hey, they won't even utter a word. After greeting, that's it. Hey, I bet you didn't know.
That was all that I could do for the day because later on in the evening it started raining and I couldn't go out. So after spending my first day here, what are my overall first impressions? First, the people seemed very calm, respectful and welcoming. Second, the language barrier is real. If you don't speak at least a little French, which you have to take your French seriously, you might struggle in some situations. Thankfully, a few people spoke some English and Google Translate became my best friend. Third, the food is good, affordable and easy to find. I later on even learned that there are more cheaper ones in the very local areas as compared to where I ate today. And finally, Abidjan is expensive, especially when it comes to accommodations, hotels. Airbnbs are definitely pricier than I expected. But overall, my first impression of Côte d'Ivoire has been very positive. The city is beautiful, the roads are impressive, the people are friendly, the food is good, and there's still so much more for me to explore. We spent about 4 days here, and this is just the beginning. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and turn on your notifications because I'll be sharing my full Abidjan experience very soon. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching and bye.